If you ever played slot cars in real life, you'll know they're great fun, but taking them down and putting them up all the time, yeah, that grows old pretty quick. Well, Slot Car VR looks to address that, and it gives you access to a whole lot of tracks instantly. Here, we're at Monaco, and as we put our little car on the track there, we're going to look to answer in this review, can Slot Car VR not just take away the hassle of slot cars in real life, but can it drive like a slot car in real life? To answer that question, let's run it around Monaco. So Monaco is obviously a very well-known circuit in F1, one of the historic classic circuits. We go through the tunnel there, we've down past through the swimming pool, back along the main straight, and up through the hill. It's iconic. It's something everybody in slot cars would love to build, but actually would be very hard to do in real life. So how does it drive? It drives pretty well. The simple answer is yes, it can replicate slot cars, except there is one slight variance, which we'll come back to later when we're having a look at some gameplay. But it also gives you the ability to build your own tracks. There are various cars you can choose to drive, to have fun with, and you can change the colour of those cars to whatever you need them to be. You can save tracks, load tracks. You can play online against another player. If you want to set something up with a friend, you can provide the code and just play against them. And then you've got some setting options. You can also have these preloaded tracks which people around the world have made themselves and then uploaded. Or you can build your own track as well. So here we'll just take a start-finish line, place that on the ground. We'll then choose a straight. Take that. Connect that, as simple as that. And you would have noticed also there are loops that can be done as well, and we'll just add a loop now just to close this out. So if you want to take the time, you can build your own complete circuit, and the loops are just as simple as that, and then you've got the loop ready to go. But as we move on from that to another one of the pre-made tracks by somebody around the world, this is Spa, the Belgian Grand Prix at Spa-Francorchamps. This is a great circuit. It has a lot of elevation in real life, and the person who's put this together has gone to a lot of trouble to create that elevation here in the game. So as we go up through Eau Rouge, you can see there all of that elevation change is captured. Now, I mentioned before one of the problems with driving in this game, it's pretty much an on-off trigger, so you don't have the control that you would have on a normal controller. It's on and it's going faster, and the longer the car goes, the faster it goes. So that can lead to crashes because you can't really half press. You're either on or you're off. And then if it gets too much speed up on a bend, you'll have a crash. So that takes a little bit of getting used to. And we can see here, just as I cross the line there to finish at Spa. Another one of the famous circuits from around the world is the American circuit Laguna Seca, with its famous corkscrew over there. Now you'll notice these are all in mixed reality in my room. They can actually go outside your room. You might have noticed that with Spa, that was partly outside the room. They'll just go through the walls as they need to. But there we are, up through the corkscrew. And then one other problem with the controller, which I'll just show here, is that as I come along and I start this one, you've got to hold the side button in on the controller to hold the controller. If you let go of that, the controller will return to its slot. And there you can see me just crashing at the corkscrew going too fast. So, and this is one of the other, it's not a traditional circuit. Somebody just made this circuit, but you can see a double loop, which is quite exciting, then down, and this is quite an intricate circuit. Full marks to the person who put this together. So lots of turns, and then down under the tunnel, back through there, up over the bridge, and then back towards those two loops. So overall, this is great fun. It's much more fun playing against somebody than playing on your own. But if you need to scratch that slot car itch and you don't have the space or the time to keep putting it up and setting it down, Slot Car VR is a fantastic replacement. And if you can get some friend to join you online and race online against each other, it's even more fun. Or you can just race the clock on your own across a set number of laps. But highly recommend Slot Car VR.